Welcome back, guys. 16 weeks out, leg day. We are edging in closer and closer to our halfway mark through our contest prep. So far, it has been a breeze, I'm not gonna lie. Very much enjoying the process this year, much more so than ever before. The main reason for me enjoying the process so much more, I am a lot more focused on the process than I ever have been before. In past, I have always had doubts in my mind whether I am a good enough competitive pro, whether I deserve to be standing on stage as a pro. And ultimately, it's all dictated by progress, right? This year, I do feel like I have stepped forward again with my physique development, with my knowledge and skill set as a coach. I have more confidence in my physique and my ability more than ever. And I think that only comes with time, experience, and knowledge. Every year I pride myself on diving into trying to learn as much as I possibly can and trying to develop and progress, not just with my physique, but also my mind. And that is something that is extremely valued in this world with bodybuilders and coaches in general. They get to a certain point and they come to a standstill. They're not really looking to improve, they're not looking to upskill, they're not looking to further develop their knowledge and skill set. And I truly believe as a coach and an athlete, you should always be striving to be better. You should always be striving to try and upskill any way you possibly can. So today we've got one of the big leg days. I have been thinking about this session for a couple of days now, especially yesterday. As soon as I finished training, pull day was incredible. The only thing I can think about today is what I actually have to do on that leg press today. And I wouldn't say it's giving me anxiety, but it's definitely been on my mind a lot because it's going to take some hard fucking sets for me to do what I have to do today. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Every day right now I use as an opportunity for progress. Physically, spiritually, and mentally. Every day is a chance for me to get better. And that is the attitude I intend on keeping up until the rest of my days. There's always something I can do better. There's always something I can learn. There's always a way for me to actually find progress. And when I am able to see that progress with the small little things across the day, I am having so much fun. And it's just a constant win. That is what drives me. That is what motivates me to keep going. Progress. And there is always a way to find progress if you are willing to work fucking hard. So time to get it done. Let's fucking get it, guys. Happen. Ah! Yep. Beautiful. Ah! Exercise number one, guys, single leg curl. The reason why I am running single leg at the moment is very, very simple. Ease of setup. Exercise setup is what precedes your exercise execution. If you cannot get your exercise setup right, it's quite literally impossible to execute correctly. Exercise setup is your body position, settings on the seat, settings on the pad. It all plays into getting your exercise setup correct. Now, if you are unable to get your exercise setup correct, that might actually throw execution off and it might cause issues over time. I noticed I'm struggling to actually keep my joint alignment on the seated hamstring curl, so I am opting for unilateral because it allows me to get my joints stacked much easier and then maintain position entire set. Unilateral work, to a degree, for me personally, allows me to have much better internal focus, on the exercise I'm actually doing. Yes, it takes more time. Yes, it's double the work, but for me, it's double bang for your buck as well. Right, Jack.
I left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. I was caught up in a situation, could've gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left man of them mad. Gone. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. Nah, if they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man pad. Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. Ain't coming back. If they could, they probably should. Oh yeah. I left the hood, I
the
said
usual, which is essential, especially in prep. This is what keeps my energy high, and to a degree, I would say protects the training performance and recovery. So if you're not consuming carbs into workout, you are either not training hard enough or you are just making a big mistake. Single leg seated hamstring curl. The goal here is to make every single reps as accurate as possible. Now guess what? Accuracy is what makes it hard. The harder it is, the more stimulus you get to a degree. So focus on accuracy and effort. Everything else comes as a byproduct. Yep. Better get 11 again, huh?
Reps. Yeah. Yep.
That was perfect. See, that's exactly why I switched this to unilateral work, because I'm simply not able to keep my knees pointing up and my legs in this alignment. And as much as I don't like to go feel, if I can feel something working better and it feels harder, I feel like I can get more range, guess what? It's probably going to do a better job. So sometimes you don't need studies to guide your decision making. You just need to use this and think about what you do in the gym and try stuff out. Feel what works best and what you can do to adjust to get more from it. Right, down. me. Set number 2, same weight. The only difference is on this set, we've adjusted the resistance profile. The beauty of power machines, I've mentioned this many times, but any of you who's wondering, my goal now across all 3 sets is to almost match the weight, adjusting resistance each set. First set was setting 5, which is mid to shorten range when it comes to loading. Set 2 and 3 now is going to be all in the stretch. The stretch is where the muscle is strongest. Then it drops off a little bit as you are coming down into the shortened range where you are weaker. This way you are matching the resistance profile with the strength curve of the muscle. All this bollocks is quite complicated to most of you. It will not apply to a vast majority of you. Some of you guys that understand resistance profiles, some of you guys that have been training 10, 15 years that may benefit from this, take it on board. If that's not you, get on this, disregard the fucking setting, avoid setting 4 and 2, stick to setting 1, 5, 3, keep it standardized, effort, intensity, that is it. Don't worry about resistance profiles when you have no muscle and have no strength. Worry about it when you get to a certain level. Until then, work fucking hard and shut the fuck up. Two reps. One. Yep. This is where practical world over theory counts a lot. There's people that live in the world of theory. They like to talk about it. They like to talk about what this exercise might do. And there's others like myself, Jordan, Joe Bennett. I'm not putting myself in that category. That's my goal one day. But there's other people that like to be about it. People that are in the trenches, doing the work, and thinking for themselves. That's what we're lacking at the moment. We're lacking basic internal focus. People are going in the gym blinded by the studies, blinded by evidence from people that do not lift. It's bollocks. Don't be blinded. Put the fucking work in. Bro, whenever we're filming, just walk through, mate. Please don't ever wait. Please don't ever wait. No. Honestly, mate, please don't ever wait, yeah? Thank you. All good? Good, man. Good session? Exercise number 2, leg extension. I have been running leg extension before my compound work for a long, long time. The main reason for that is, guys, reducing load exposure. If I was to do a compound exercise first, I would be doing pretty crazy weight, especially for my leg training. My legs have always been quite strong. This allows me to pre-exhaust my quads, meaning I get to use less weight on my compound work, which means I am going to be a little bit safer to a degree because I am forced to use less load because the muscle is already pre-exhausted. This doesn't make it any less effective, it's just a little bit different. I will go through periods of time where I actually do compound first and then flip for another training block where I do isolation first. And I do the same thing for my pressing and my leg work. Trial both, see which one you like the most and understand why you are doing something in the first place. I am only doing this because I need it. So I do not end up stacking the leg press, which I already am, and then having to have Meg sit on top of it for extra weight. So know when it's a time and a place to pre-exhaust and when there isn't. And just because I'm doing this doesn't mean I'm training light. I'm doing the stack for reps, which is pretty heavy if that's me. Right, this is where we really take our time building up the weight. Today, my goal is 11 plates. So I really need to make sure that I'm ready for the set, both physically and mentally. So every single rep, every single set before the working set is rehearsal and preparation for the big one. So you have to make sure that not only you prepare yourself physically, but also mentally. Down harder, core brace. That's better. Knees up. Feet just a touch lower. Same thing now, but a feet touch lower, you'll be perfect. Yeah, there we go now. That'll be max knee flexion now. Yeah, that's the ones. Hips down. Yep. Hips down. Last one.
Easy. 1 rep.
What's that?
10 reps. 10 reps. Make it fucking happen. Everything into it. Ah, there you fucking go. Yep. Come on. Easy. Let's go again. Easy. Take it in. Come on. Happen. Yep. Beautiful.
Exercise number 3, leg press. Super simple. I always pick the stance that allows me to get maximum range of motion with a great balance of good knee flexion and stability coming from my feet being planted on the platform the entire time. I do not want to see heels lifting off. Some people like to put themselves in a position where heels lift off to get more knee flexion. I would argue for the 5% benefit you get of extra knee flexion, the 20% less load you will use, the trade-off for me is not worth it. Leg press is not an exercise that is going to give you max knee flexion. You are seated, your hips are flexed. It's not best suited to get maximum knee flexion. If you want max knee flexion, pick a pendulum or hack squat. If you want leg press, choose the stance that allows you to get greatest range of motion with as much load as you can handle, with good execution and control. Lie down. We break the session up with an easy one, seated calf press, 2 sets here. First set, I will probably take 10, 11 reps. Second set will be a rest pause set. And then we will move on to RDLs. Big stuff to finish off on. This gives me a nice little break to get myself mentally prepared for a big set of pulls. The reason why I specifically place deadlift last is, again, reducing load exposure. So stimulus to fatigue ratio, not something majority of you need to be concerned about. When you get strong, it's probably something you will need to pay attention to with exercise selection. For me, I do them at the end, so I can get the max benefit from a hip hinge with the least fuckery that can come along with. So take that into consideration. Okay. Here we fucking go. Okay. She's just about to step on stage now in Poland. This is what you call a perfect bikini shape. And my rule for no phones in the gym, because I do have clients competing, and anyone that has worked with me knows that assessment happens meal by meal on show day. I will always have my athletes send me over the body weight, as I know what they look like at certain body weights with the set amount of water as well. So I will track that across the day to make sure that the look is moving in the right direction, alongside of the visuals as well with the pictures. Now we've got Gabka competing in America, Frederic and Randy in Poland at the Pro Qualifier. And both girls are about to step on stage, so looking forward to it. That is leg day wrapped up. As we get close to the show, guys, you're probably going to get less and less dialogue out of me in the sessions, especially now. Off-season prep, nothing really changes. In prep, I will get to a point where I have to conserve my energy for the working sets because the energy is not of abundance anymore because we are in a calorie deficit. Now, I have still been working on protecting my space when I train, and it's definitely working perfectly. I am very, very selective of one, the time I train, two, selective on my environment and what I specifically do and who I communicate with before training. I try and protect that space at all costs. All work that is specific with what I have to take care of always gets done after training, apart from the most important bits, like the coaching and everything else. Everything gets completed by 12 o'clock, which gives me an hour and a half to solely focus on training. And that is my time for training alone. It all gets divided, and then work time resumes after I finish training again. I feel like I'm getting much more productive working this way. I'm able to stay a lot more focused, and in turn, I'm actually enjoying my sessions much more because my mind isn't elsewhere. My mind is solely focused on the task at hand. And for me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to train without any distraction. It's a spiritual experience for me. It really is. After so many years of training, still is my true love. So I have to protect it at all costs. With that bombshell, guys, peace out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Need anything from myself or the team, Team MK Coaching, trained by JP Sups, Kuba 10, hard body, called Kuba, you know the drill. Thank you, guys. If you made it to the very end, comment with leg day. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Peace out. 15 weeks out leg day. Let's fucking get it.